Meta releases Llama 4. This is a new era of open source AI models. So here's the deal. Meta just dropped Llama 4, and this release didn't just push the envelope, it set it on fire. It came out of nowhere on a Saturday, no big press cycle, just a quiet update that's already making waves in the AI world. Let's break down what makes this drop different and why it matters. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Ryan, and my mission is to help you navigate the overwhelming world of artificial intelligence. And if you want to know my favorite AI tools and prompts, be sure to get my free AI Marketing Essentials Guide. You can find the link for my free guide in the video description or pinned comment below. What we've got is a new lineup of models, Llama 4 Scout, Llama 4 Maverick, and a teaser for the monster called Llama 4 Behemoth. Scout and Maverick are available now. Behemoth is still cooking, but early benchmarks suggest it's going to be one of the smartest large language models on the planet. First, let's talk context windows. Llama 4 Scout can handle up to 10 million tokens, not a typo. 10 million tokens, that's more than 5 times the size of Gemini's 2 million token limit, which until now had been the biggest in the game. This shift is massive. We're talking about a model that can analyze over 20 hours of video, entire knowledge bases, or mountains of legal and financial documents all in one go. That's not theoretical. That's real capability that developers and businesses can use right now. In practical terms, imagine running full CRM logs, complete call transcripts, or massive medical research libraries through a single model without needing any kind of retrieval system or memory hack. Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, was the go-to strategy for working around short memory and LLMs. Llama 4 might make that irrelevant for a lot of use cases if you've been hacking together vector databases and chunking pipelines just to get your AI app to behave like it remembers things. This is a breath of fresh air. Now let's talk multimodal. Both Scout and Maverick are natively multimodal. That means they understand text and images out of the box, and video support is coming. Meta trained these models on massive data sets that include text, image stills, and video frames, so the visual understanding isn't bolted on. It's built in from the beginning. And this is where things get really interesting, because Scout, despite being the smaller of the two, is already outperforming most of the competition in its class. It beats out Mistral 3.1, Gemma 3, Gemini 2.0 Flashlight, and even earlier versions of Llama, all while running on a single NVIDIA H100 GPU if you quantize it. That's a game changer for researchers and smaller dev teams who can't afford a rack of 100S or API bills that feel like rent. Llama 4 Maverick is where things start heating up even more. This model is bigger, stronger, and smarter with a total of 400 billion parameters and 17 billion active ones, thanks to its mixture of experts architecture. That architecture is key. It means the model doesn't activate all its parameters every time it runs. Instead, it routes tasks to specialized sections of the model, making it more efficient and faster to use. Maverick hit an ELO score of 1417 on LM Arena. That's a community-voted leaderboard, and it puts Maverick right behind Gemini 2.5 Pro and ahead of GPT 4.0 and DeepSeek V3. It also outperforms them in cost to performance, especially when it comes to image reasoning and multilingual capabilities. So not only is it fast and smart, it's affordable to run. Now let's address the fine print. Meta is calling this open source, or more accurately, open weight, but there are strings attached. If your platform serves more than 700 million users, you'll need special permission from Meta to use the models. You're also required to credit Meta with Built with Llama wherever the models are used. And if you fine-tune or build something new on top of these models, you have to include Llama in the name. So yeah, it's open with an asterisk. One thing I've already seen people confused about is whether you can run these locally. The short answer is probably not, unless you're stacked on hardware. Even the smallest version Scout is too large to run on most consumer GPUs, even with 4-bit quantization. That said, it can be hosted on Hugging Face or Grok and accessed via apps that wrap these models. So yes, you can still use them without breaking the bank or building a server farm in your garage. Now let's talk about the one that's not available yet, Llama 4 Behemoth. This is Meta's 2 trillion parameter teacher model. It's still in training, but already outperforming GPT 4.0 4.5, Claude Sonnet, and Gemini Pro on STEM benchmarks. What's wild is that Meta used Behemoth to distill Maverick and Scout, so those two smaller models are already benefiting from the training of one of the largest and smartest models being developed right now. And it doesn't stop there. Meta's also teasing a reasoning-specific version of Llama 4. There's a hidden page on their site that literally says, "Reasoning is coming." No release date, no specs, just a llama and a teaser. But if that model's trained on the same backbone as Behemoth, it's going to make waves when it drops. So what's the real takeaway here? Meta is swinging for the fences. They've raised the bar on what's possible with open weight models. The long context support alone unlocks new workflows that were flat out impossible just a month ago. The multimodal architecture means we're going to see better, smarter, more intuitive tools, whether it's document analysis, video summarization, or complex prompt chains for enterprise use. And even with the licensing quirks, this move sends a clear message: open isn't dead. Open source style access to powerful models is still very much alive, and Meta is betting big on being the one to lead that charge. So what do you do with all this? If you're building AI-powered products, Llama 4 Scout or Maverick might be a serious option. If you're working with long-form content, video, legal docs, or even massive code bases, this context window gives you room to actually create useful assistance. And if you're just experimenting and learning, this is a moment to pay attention to, because it's not just about a model release, it's about where the industry is heading. I'll be testing Llama 4 with real-world marketing and video workflows soon, including long PDF analysis, batch image interpretation, and maybe even some AI video editing tools. Let me know in the comments what you want me to test first. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss what's coming next. Share this video with a dev friend or team member who needs to see what Meta just dropped on us. Thanks for watching. I'm Ryan, and I'll catch you in the next one.